Hello and good morning. This is Holly Shields live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney, and you're watching the early trades. This is our market open report. Today, the Australian market has opened up on the highest side after the Easter long weekend. The S&P ASX 200 is up today, gaining 53.50 points or 0.71%. Then over the last 5 days, the index has gained 1.65% and is currently 0.73% off its 52-week high. The top performing stocks in this index include the fertilizer explosive chemical manufacturer Untitled Chapter, which is up 3.50%, and the gold mining and production company Ramelius Resources up a very similar 3.32%. This is followed by the gold producer Gold Road Resources up 2.96%, and then the oil and gas exploration and production company Beach Energy up as well at 2.50%. Plus, the waste management storage business Cleanaway Waste Management up as well 2.29%. And as for the top decliners, the uranium production company Paladin Energy lost the most, down 4.66%, followed by the software development company Life360 down as well at 4.24%. And then the retail fashion chain owner Premier Investments down 2.75%, while the battery materials and tech company Novonix slipped 2.59%, and the global asset management company as well, Janus Henderson Group, was down 2.57%. And now to some of the stocks creating a buzz today at the opening session of the ASX, starting with Austal, which today welcomed the Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison, to the company's Henderson, Western Australia shipyard. At the event, Morrison announced the Department of Defence will order an additional 2 evolved Cape-class patrol boats for the Royal Australian Navy for $124 million. Prime Minister Morrison was joined for the announcement at Austal by the Minister for Defence Industry, Melissa Price, and various other members from the government. The 2 new vessels are in addition to the 6 evolved Cape-class patrol boats that are currently being delivered by Austal Australia for the Royal Australian Navy. And moving on to the next stock on our watch today, Hub24 has achieved another strong quarter of growth with the platform net inflows of $2.6 billion, up 36.4% on the prior corresponding period due to a decline in equity markets, broader national COVID outbreaks, and the seasonal holiday period. Average monthly net inflows for 2022 to date are $1 billion, up 65%. The company believes that its value proposition continues to resonate with growth in net inflows and a strong pipeline of new opportunities across all customer segments, including large licensee clients, brokers, boutique advice practices, and self-licensed advisors. Next up, Incitec Pivot announced today that its production at the Waggaman ammonia plant in Louisiana of the USA has successfully recommenced following an incident on the 18th of February, with the facility operating at nameplate capacity. Incitec Pivot estimates that the impact to earnings associated with the downtime at this plant to be approximately in the range of $173 million on earnings before interest tax on a basis, and $124 million on a net profit after tax basis as well. Around 75% of the impact on earnings will be in the first half financial results. And now looking at the next stock on our watch today, AMP has confirmed that it's in discussions with multiple parties, including Dexus, regarding the potential sale of the assets and businesses of the Kalkine Capital company. AMP will continue these discussions with a focus on maximising the value for shareholders by getting the best outcome for clients and employees. And while these discussions continue, AMP states that it remains in a position to pursue either a sale or a demerger of these businesses. And just before we wrap up, Winchester Energy has advised that the gross March 2022 revenue from its lease position in the East Permian Basin of Texas was at $1.25 million. Winchester received the $1.25 million for the production and sale of 9,000 or around that figure of barrels of oil equivalent for the month of March. Net royalties and severance tax. Winchester's net revenue for March of 2022 was approximately in the ballpark of $911,000. Winchester notes that the average sale price of oil in March was around $110 and 20 cents a barrel. And the West Texas Intermediate crude oil price remains above $105, which bodes well for Winchester's revenue going forward. And that is a wrap now on the early trades, but tune in for more only on Kalkine TV. This is Holly Shields signing off.